please welcome my good friend, Mickey Joseph.
Wow. That energy is up. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm having a bad fucking hair day. The kids today are shaving the sides of their head and letting the top grow. As you can tell, I'm slightly dyslexic. A lot of people say, shave it off, man, just shave it all. That's the style. I tried it. I look way too much like Tweety Bird. I had the most beautiful widow's peak right here when I was a teenager. Look what happened. It went all the way back. There it is. Look at that. People look at the back of my head and go, to the Bat Cave. I'm like, where's the Bat Cave? I want to go to the Bat Cave. What the hell? Serious, man. I don't get a haircut. I get a Brazilian. Hair. Who needs it? Think of all the money I saved on shampoo and conditioner. Spend it all on sunblock and chia pet seeds. I don't know what the hell this guy's smiling about. We could put our heads together and make an ass out of ourselves if we wanted to. That's a 900-year-old joke you're laughing at right there. But a lot of bald guys in there now. Look around. It's like the solar system. Look at this. Jupiter, Pluto, Uranus. He's like, Uranus, my ass. Come on. So I grew this mustache because without it, I don't look enough like Dr. Phil. You grew hair on your upper lip so you could look more like me? Well, then we're definitely gonna get you the help that you need. The truth is, I grew this mustache, now a lot more people are speaking Spanish to me, you know? Waitresses are always promising me jalapenos. You know? Don't worry, I bring you some jalapenos with that. I can tell by looking at you, you want the jalapenos. The jalapenos are right over there. I'm gonna get the jalapenos and bring the jalapenos to you. It's your mustache. Your mustache is talking to me right now. Your mustache is saying, yo quiero jalapenos. Yo quiero jalapenos. I'm thinking, doesn't my mustache know that I have acid reflux? No quiero jalapenos. Serious, man. Last summer, I'm coming out of Home Depot. I stopped to tie my shoe. 20 minutes later, I'm helping a guy build a porch. Did my mustache happen to mention I get 35 an hour? I'm supposed to have a mustache. Both my grandfathers had mustaches. All my uncles had mustaches. My mom, my sister. My sister said, that mustache makes you look like a Mexican drug lord. I said, your mustache makes you look like Tom Selleck. I remember I was 10 years old when my grandfather finally shaved off his mustache, and we found out it was Grandma. What, no Croatians here tonight? What's going on here? So I was married once. Once is enough, isn't it, folks, really? My ex-wife is a redhead from Ireland. She could never get her accusations straight, you know? She'd always say shit like, you're all coked up on the pot again, aren't you? That's what you are. You're flying high on that, Marianne. She's religious now. She told me, I don't need a man in my life anymore. I'm married to Jesus. Married to the Lord. I'm like, wow, poor Jesus. Hasn't he suffered enough, really? You know, first the cross and now this, shit. He's gonna need some pot to get coked up on, if you know what I'm talking about. I know it, man. Did I fuck this up already? Yeah, my ex-wife. I got 4 grandkids, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm single. You know, I'm like a bad grandpa. You know, but there's plenty of bad grandmas to go around, I'll tell you that right now. It's easy to bag a grandma. You don't need to throw down a roofie. All you need is a piece of fruitcake, you know? A couple of bingo cards. Or some yarn. They fucking love yarn, man. Just bring some yarn and you're in. Nothing sexier to me than a horny old lady, you know? Moving that apron to the side. I'm like, your thong looks like an old doily. She's like, that's funny, I'm not wearing anything. Sometimes there's a language barrier with women. I dated a Filipina. She said, "Do you like me?" I said, "Hell yeah, I like you. Even though my bobs are small." What? I have small bobs. That's okay, I like small bobs. My last girlfriend had these big old hanging Roberts, man. They were down there banging together like church bells. Bang, bong, bang, 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 bong. This is my act, can you believe it? I dated a German woman with hairy armpits, man. When she laid back, it looked like she had 3 vaginas, you know? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm not sure just where to go. I'm dating an older woman now, if you believe that. She's black, very sexy. The other night in bed, she was going, "What's my name? What's my name? What's my name?" Turns out she got Alzheimer's. You know. Like, "Wilma, boo, your name is Wilma." Boy, I slapped that ass, you know. I slapped that ass so much the clapper in her bedroom was like a strobe light, you know. To spice up the sex life, I put a funhouse mirror right next to the bed. One minute she's Beyonce, hello. Next minute she's Oprah, what the fuck? Then she's Holly Berry, yeah. Then she's Chuck Berry, what the? Maybelline, why can't you be true? You know, I do normal things too. You know, I took my grandkids to the zoo. We happened to be at the zoo the day the 31-year-old male celibate gorilla finally decided to mate. Took that zookeeper by surprise, man. Never heard a man scream like that in my life. Explain that to a second grader. They're dancing. And singing. The kangaroos at that zoo had a short fence. I asked the guy, "Can't they just hop out of here? They're kangaroos." He says, "No, what we do is we mix marijuana seeds in with their alfalfa pellets." You got a kangaroo standing there like... Man, I could easily clear that goddamn fence. But right now, I'm cool. You know, you're 22 years old. Don't think it's time you get your own place, really. Look what I did. I raised a pouch potato. It's a family thing, the zoo. We saw an East Indian family there, and the father was saying, "That looks just like the tiger that ate my cousin Baharundi." "Oh, you bad, 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 bad tiger." I remember his last words, "Oh, shit." Oh, I can't even look at a box of sugar frosted flakes anymore. The only thing that could make me feel better now is maybe some pink popcorn and cotton candy. Daddy, did you just say goddamn Gandhi? No, I did not say goddamn Gandhi. I said cotton candy. You guys getting these jokes here at all? These people are staring at me like a donut at a Weight Watchers meeting right now. Cotton candy, goddamn Gandhi. I don't know. I exercise every day, I do. I walk every morning. I do not have the newspaper delivered to the house, okay? I walk all the way down to the end of my neighbor's driveway. And then I run home. Gotta get in shape. I tried yoga. I learned something about my inner self. I am partial to the frozen yoga. Boy, if the joke doesn't have a dick in it, you guys don't want it, do you? I'm what they call old school. You know when Marvin Gaye first started singing Let's Get It On? I was getting it on with Jeannie Gladsmear, my high school sweetheart. And I still think about her when I'm taking a hot shower. And that's how I lost my membership at the health club. I take a nap every day. Good for your brain, you know. I read that Einstein took a 10-minute nap every 2 hours. That's probably why his hair was always so fucked up, you know. Einstein always looked like he just got laid, you know. I don't know, I'm at that age where I could be victim of random crime, you know. That's why I always keep my money in the front pocket. That way if I get robbed, at least I might enjoy it a little bit, you know. Yeah. I have friends my age that are wearing blood pressure monitors and waterproof underpants. You know? The other day, my buddy said, "Hold up a minute, fellas, I gotta take a piss." And then he didn't go anywhere, you know? All right, let's go. I waited all day long to make that sound. Yeah. I don't have any health problems. I'm 65 years old, ladies and gentlemen. I take no medication. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. My only health issue is I got one testicle that's much bigger than the other. That's why I wear my shirt like this, you know. It's a drag at the airport when you got to go through that machine that sees everything, you know. Because I know that guy's back there at the screen going, "What the fuck?" This guy's got one ball and a hand grenade. Better get Harry down here for a ball check. Harry ball check, Harry ball check. Harry, I'll do a Harry ball check joke. I don't care anymore, you know? Sometimes I wear a pink shirt. I like a pink shirt. Wearing a pink shirt doesn't mean I'm gay. It means I fucked up my laundry. I had my hearing checked, and the technician was this beautiful Latina, you know, long black hair. She got so close to me I could feel her breath in my ear, you know. She said, "I am going to whisper some words into your ear right now. And I want you to tell me, what are the words I am whispering?" I said, "Are you checking me for hearing loss right now or erectile dysfunction?" Because 1 out of 2 ain't bad, I'll tell you that, but. When does a man grow up? When? Should I quit smoking weed if every time I want to roll a joint, I got to go find my reading glasses? Is that the gummy side? I can't tell. I need my glasses in the kitchen now because the Parmesan cheese can is the exact same color as the Comet cleanser can. Let's just say my teeth have never been whiter, really. And what about those yoga pants, fellas? What about the yoga pants? Man, most of the time I don't know what the hell I'm looking at, you know? It's like, I think she's been shoplifting at the bakery. Did you see that? Jesus. Tell me that's not a crescent roll over there. What the hell? Nothing over here. I look like my dad, too. That's weird. In fact, my girlfriend and I were fooling around, and I caught a glimpse of us in the mirror, you know. What the hell's my dad doing on top of Chuck Berry? I can't shout out, "Who's your daddy?" anymore, I'll tell you that right now. It's too confusing, you know. Who's your daddy? I'm my daddy. Fucking look at that. My girlfriend and I experimented with anal sex. Yeah, I'm telling you, I have not been able to sit down for a week. And my father's not too happy about it either. Look at it. Sorry, Dad. I have a great dog, ladies and gentlemen. He's an Italian pit bull. He goes like this. He goes, "Woofa, woofa." He's very sexy, you know. When he sleeps, he dreams. His legs are going like this. His eyes are blinking. His lip is doing Elvis, you know, "Love me tender, woofa, woofa." What the hell is he dreaming about? You know, I was strolling down the piazza. No collar, no leash. Just to the wind in my snout. When I catch the scent, a beautiful French poodle. I look at her, she look at me. I say, woofa woofa. She got the scare, she run away. I was so upset I couldn't even lick myself. He's an Italian dog. He scratches himself like this. He goes. I was put in the pound when I was a puppy. Separated from my 5 brothers and 7 sisters. They take me to the vet. He smiled at me. He patted me on the head. Then he take a magagoozy and he chop him off. Mamma mia, I wish I bite him when I had the chance. When I finally wake up, my woofa woof was like, woofa woofa. Woofa woofa. It took us 6 months for my woofa woofa to come back to woofa woofa. My dog farts out loud too, you know, like that. He feels bad about it. He leaves the room. He's like, oh, scusi. I promise I won't do that again. Thank God I got a big tail, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he tries to cover that fart up with a woofa, you know. Woofa! Woofa woofa! He watches my girlfriend and I fool around. He gets that weird look on his face, like, that's your best move right there? Come on, what are you? Flip it over! My God, where did she learn to play dead like that? She played dead better than old Yeller. All right, move over. This is the last time I'm going to show you. Here we go. You got to get up on your tippy toes. And you go in and you go out. And you go in and you go out. Am I embarrassing you kids here? You're looking away? These kids look, oh, Jesus, he's up on his tippy toes. Here's to you, everybody. Yeah. People always ask comedians, where do you, oh no. I've been to Italy. Rome, man. Rome is the greatest town in the world if you enjoy staring at a lot of smooth, ancient man ass. You know what I mean? It's everywhere. And they also have a lot of statues, you know, and you're still not getting these jokes up here, are you? There's a lot of statues. The Vatican still has cobblestone streets for nuns that love to ride bicycles. You go to the Vatican, you'll see nuns smiling like Stevie Wonder. I'm really digging these cobblestones, man. In Florence, they have the statue of David. I looked up at that statue and I was like, you know, I can honestly say, I've never seen a man's penis from this angle before. Except for that one summer at rugby camp, but that was it, really. What detail, look at that. He must have spent 3 weeks on the cacalone. I think I just invented an Italian word, cacalone. You don't want to look at it too long, you know, people get the wrong idea. Woofa, woofa. Imagine Michelangelo standing on a scaffolding, just sanding that dick down, you know. You know, normally you rub a penis like this, you get the bigger, but this one, she got the smaller. I don't know. I wonder if his friends were coming by. You know, Michelangelo, enough is enough. It's time to leave the cacalone. Don't worry, I'm just trying to work out the kinks. Tomorrow I leave the cacaloni, I work on the testachili. Yeah, which one are you gonna do first, the right or the left? I don't know, but I'm gonna make one regular and one big, like a hand grenade. People always ask comedians, where do you get your material, man? Where do you find it, you know? You know what I do? I go to Starbucks. I sit there and I listen to all that bullshit, and I write. I heard a woman bragging to her friends at Starbucks. She goes, our dog has never had a table scrap. Our dog, not one table scrap his entire life. And I'm sitting there, what a bitch. I'm done for the day. All right, here we go. I read, too. I read the papers. I read everything, man. I read too much. I read they found coyotes in downtown San Francisco. They suspect that these coyotes are coming in from Marin County across the Golden Gate Bridge in the middle of the night. I'm thinking, right, how's a coyote going to come up with $7? I read about Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day celebrated all over the world, with variation, of course. For example, in Tennessee, they don't even call it Valentine's Day. They call it Cousin's Day. Got the candy heart. Be mine, sis. Here it goes. You got the cards. My neck is red. My balls are blue. You're my uncle's daughter, so I love you. Are we too close to Tennessee? Is that what's going on here? I read about the gay cops of America. We got tons of gay cops in America, you know, and I've seen them. I saw 2 cops on 1 motorcycle. I knew it was the real deal because these guys were facing each other. I read that they, woo. I read that they are, they're putting helium airbags now in new cars because they open a little faster. Isn't that weird? So now when I get in an accident, I got to get out of the car and go, you know, I had the green arrow. I'm making a U-turn. This guy comes around the corner like a bat out of hell. And now I've gone from Mickey Joseph to Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Don't make me do it 3 times, folks. I love it when I'm sitting at a red light and I'll look in the next car and there'll be a dog in the back seat. You ever do that where you kind of have a moment with a fucking dog you don't even know, you know? I'm looking at him and he's looking at me and he's looking at me like, I bet you let me stick my head out the window, wouldn't you? And I'm like, you're damn right I would, pal. And he's like, can you believe it? I've never had a table scrap. Yeah, I heard about it at Starbucks. Bitch. I know I'm a bad driver. You know, people give me the finger all the time. I don't know. I never give it back. I wait till the guy pulls up next to me. That's what I do. And then I give him the look. And he's looking back at me. Oh my God, I'm sorry! I never litter, ladies and gentlemen, never litter. Is it okay to throw an apple core out the window? Yeah. You know, my pop used to say, go ahead, throw it, the deer will get it. In the middle of an 8-lane freeway? Yeah, he's gonna get it all right. I hit a deer Halloween night 10 years ago, totaled my car, learned something I did not know about deer. They rarely carry insurance. I don't know if you ever hit something at 75 miles an hour, but let me tell you, that joint came flying out of my mouth. My first thought was, you know, it's Halloween. I hope that was a real deer. So I drove back the next day and I looked. And sure enough, he had an apple core. He's like, I wish fat guys wouldn't wear spandex when they ride their bicycles. You know? How does that work? Honey, I want some exercise. Help me get my butt cheeks together, will you please? Will you get the butt horn out? Get over here. She's down there with a canoe paddle. She looked up. Where'd that canoe paddle go? Put your child on the back of the bicycle. The child should wear a helmet, right? We've all seen a 3-year-old with a 30-pound helmet on his head. Wait a minute, Dad. Don't go through the canyon again, please. Expert bicycle riders will balance at the red light. How's that? Is that better? I got a ticket one night for no headlight on my bicycle. The cops made me ride home with a flashlight in my mouth. God forbid I should have an accident. End up in the hospital. Flashlight! Flashlight! Woofa woofa. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. I'm still working, folks. That's good. I just got back from Harvey's, Lake Tahoe. That's an old hotel. Every hotel room, in the bathroom, there's a phone right next to the toilet. And I cannot figure out what the hell that's for. You know, maybe if you want to complain to the chef. You know, I've been in here since I left your restaurant. Oh, really? Well, listen to this. I went to Japan and brought my own toilet paper with me because they don't use toilet paper in Japan. They squirt water up their butts. The customs official opened my suitcase. He goes, "What's that?" I said, "That's a California roll." I worked at an Indian casino, and that guy said, "I want a squeaky clean show out of you, brother. No dick jokes at all. I don't even want you to create the image of a penis." I said, "Well, then I better go get my hat." I went on a cruise, man. It's weird when the water gets rough, you know. That first night when I went to sleep, my bed was like rocking and rolling and vibrating, you know, so I just grabbed myself and let the boat do all the work. You know? Now, that's a vacation right there, boy. A lot of information on a cruise, you know. I learned that a whale's penis is called a dork. A dork. And all those years in high school, I thought the girls were putting me down. I'm a giant whale cock. I'm Moby's dick, aren't I? "30 years ago, I'm leaving the Punchline in San Francisco. This drunk turns around at the bar and goes, 'I remember you. You're Mickey Joseph. I was your 4th grade teacher.' I'm like, 'Sister Evelyn, what happened?' 'Well, I went from one habit to another, yeah.' I had a crazy childhood. My mother used to bleach her mustache. You know, in the old days, they would put that weird white foam on there. You know, frightening when you're 7 years old. You come into the kitchen and Mark Twain is making your lunch for you. My mom believed in hand-me-downs. That's where you end up with your dad's underpants after your brother's been wearing them for 7 years. You know, they're huge. I could get both my legs in and my arms. Put my head through the door. I'm a soft-shell crab. I'm coming at you. I was a kiss wiper when I was a kid, you know? I had 13 aunts and uncles, and they all wanted to kiss me. You know, Auntie Winnie, Auntie Kay, Father Murphy, Monsignor Armstrong. I'm Croatian Italian, half and half. Whenever my relatives went back to Europe, they always came back with cheese, you know. They were cheese smugglers. You know, here, taste some of this Yugoslavian cheese. Is that goat cheese? No, your grandmother smuggled that cheese in her bra. My parents believed in educational television. That's true. We didn't learn to dance from watching Soul Train or American Bandstand, no. We had to watch Wild Kingdom. We danced like this. Amunayeo! Kalabanga bulamagumba, kalabanga bulamagumba, kalabanga bulamagumba, kalabanga bulamagumba. And then Mom would come in. My mom used to leave that douchebag hanging up in the shower, too, you know. That's true. I don't give a shit. Come on. Everybody's mom had one. It was the 60s. It must have been a fad. I don't know. Maybe Jackie Kennedy started. I don't know. I don't know who the big douchers were back then. But I tell you, I remember looking up at it thinking it was some kind of a weird Scottish bagpipe, you know. I mean, I didn't blow into it like my brother did, but... I remember one summer's eve, my cousins came over and we filled it with Kool-Aid. I don't know. I'm blessed, ladies and gentlemen, I really am in my life. I got to spend the final 5 years with my dad at the end of his life, you know. And I learned that the older you get, the better your nose blows, you know. It's true. I blow my nose, nothing. My father would blow his nose. It sounded like Chuck Mangione, you know. I took him to Fisherman's Wharf. We made $175. That's it for me, everybody. You've been a delightful crowd.
Mickey Joseph, ladies and